Hey, it's your girl Yolanda over here at Forever Landa, and we're back with a cooking video. If you can't tell by now, I love to cook. I love to be in the kitchen. So we're sharing some festive holiday breakfast ideas. So I'm doing a take on egg in a hole. And so I'm sauteing up some potatoes here to place inside the hole along with the eggs. And this mixture that I'm creating, you can definitely do this the night before and have it all ready for the next morning, and it makes it easier. And you can also do this when it's not Christmas time and just, not use the Christmas decor. So while my potatoes are browning, I'm going to go on ahead and start getting my bread ready to make egg in a hole. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm taking this farmhouse bread. I was looking for some, butter bread that's tasty and pretty substantial. So I wanted a nice size for the bread. That way, you can have one slice versus just having two slices. I'm cutting a square into this, and the reason I'm cutting a square is I'm using my Christmas tree cookie cutter to use as decor on the top. So that's why I'm doing a square as opposed to a circle to do the hole. So I'm taking the Christmas tree cutter and I'm pressing down. When I did this first one, I didn't press down hard enough. The second one that I did, I pressed down hard enough so I didn't have to go over it as you see me doing here with a knife. It just lifted right up. So I'm going to go ahead here. If you're like me and you don't press it down hard enough the first time, you're going to have to go in and clean it up as I did here. So I'm cleaning up the Christmas tree here. That way, once I toast it all up, it'll be a nice, cute Christmas tree toast. How cute is that, right? I just love this idea, and my family is really big on omelets, so I think they're going to love this. So I'm now going to go back to the stove. My hash browns have browned up really well. I'm adding in these Jimmy Dean turkey sausage patties to the frying pan. And I'm going to now take up my hash browns and put them in a bowl to the side while the sausage patties cook. So I'm just trying to make sure that some are crispy while others are still soft, to give it all of those extra texture. So I'm going in, turning over my turkey patties, and now I'm going to start to break them up into smaller bite-sized pieces. I like the Jimmy Dean turkey sausage that I have here because of the flavor that it gives. It has a really, really good flavor. I'm now going to add in my secret weapon. And if you've watched any of my cooking videos, my secret weapon is the pre-mixed peppers already frozen in a bag. For this bag, you get all 3 color peppers, red, green, and yellow. And in this bag, it actually also came with onions. And for the price of that one bag, it's the price of 1 pepper. So I love that about my secret weapon. So I'm sauteing it up. So while my peppers and everything is sauteing, I'm going to go ahead and add in some frozen spinach. I love spinach, and I just really wanted to make my egg in a hole. It's not just an egg, but it's actually an omelet. So we're having a turkey, sausage, and veggie omelet. So as all of this is sauteing up, the last thing I do is I add in some mushrooms that I've chopped up pretty small, more spinach. I'm going to then drizzle in a little bit more of olive oil. My olive oil is actually seasoned with thyme, rosemary, and garlic, so I'm going to add that in. saute it up until everything looks to be almost done. And so once I have it all sauteed up and a good mix on it, and everything seems to be evenly distributed, I'm going to add it to the same bowl that I have my hash browns already cooked. Right now, my husband is in the background saying, "Oh, that smells so good." So I'm mixing it all up, and now I'm going to get ready with my bread. So I am going to butter, and I'm only buttering just because I want the bread to get a nice golden brown on it. So I butter the pan, I add in my bread, and then I put the mix in that you just saw me saute. And like I said, you can definitely do this the night before the sauteed veggies, or even just keep it in the freezer, and it's a good little thing to pop out and then use for a meal like this, or even just a veggie omelet on your own. It's a nice way to do some meal prepping. So now I'm going to go ahead and add in my egg mixture. This is 2 eggs with milk, salt, and pepper that I'm adding, and I'm just going to fill until the rim. Now I'm going ahead and adding in some shredded mild cheddar cheese to the top. I'm then going to go ahead and add the little Christmas trees to the pan so that they can toast. After I've added my Christmas trees, I'm now going to go ahead and put a top on it so that the cheese can melt before I flip. So after a couple of minutes, I go take my top, and now I'm going to turn it over, take my spatula, and you cook to your desired consistency. So my hubby is a fan of his eggs being not well, and so what I'm going to do on this other side is just let the bread brown just a little bit. I had already previously buttered that side of the bread just so we can get a nice toast on it. Now I'm serving it up on these plates that I got from the Dollar Tree. They're really nice with the little silver snowflakes on them. And I'm going to serve it with a side of salsa. And my husband did say that it tasted better than it smelled, and he said, "Oh my God, it smelled really good." And my daughter said she gave it an 8 out of 10. Love it. Now on to the Christmas tree waffles. So I love making waffles, and I keep bisquik in my house. I actually get my bisquik from Sam's. I get it in the bulk because you can use it for biscuits, you can use it for dumplings, waffles, pancakes. It just lends itself to a variety of things, so I tend to keep a lot of it. So in my bowl, I'm adding 2 cups of the bisquik mix. I'm going to stir it up, just trying to make sure I break up all the lumps. I'm now going to add in sugar, about 1/4 cup of sugar to the waffles. I'm now going to start adding in my wet ingredients. I'm adding in an egg. I'm going to then also add in 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. And then I'm going to add in a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and then 1 1/3 cup of milk. You see me going back and making sure all of that olive oil is in the mix. I'm now going to stir it vigorously and make sure everything is all consistently throughout the mix. And then I'm going to go ahead and add in some green food coloring. I did say Christmas tree waffles, right? So they can't be Christmas trees without them being green. And so what you'll see me doing is I'll just keep adding until I think I have the green color that I desire. And so I'm just mixing until, hey, it's the green of the tree that I would want. So after I get a really good mix and I get the color that I am looking for to my circular waffle maker that I have, I'm adding 2 cups of the mix and just generously pouring it throughout the waffle maker and giving it a flip, and of course waiting until the green light is on. That's what I love about this. It tells me when it's ready. And then when the green light is on, I'm able to go ahead and take the waffle out. So I'm going to pull the waffle out of the waffle maker and now proceed to cut it up. During the cutting process, I originally thought that I would use all 4 squares, but I eventually only used 3. So while before actually I prepped this waffle and played it, I thought it would be a great idea to go ahead and start on the second waffle. And excuse the dings in the background. I'm sitting next to my computer and I am super busy, right? Work is never done. Anyway, I'm adding in some blueberries. The blueberries are to kind of resemble ornaments on a Christmas tree. And so I'm putting the blueberries throughout on the plate. And then I'm going to add in some strawberry syrup, just for some more color on the plate. And then sprinkle a little bit of powdered sugar for my snow onto the plate. And then I'll do the same with the second waffle that we have. So I'm getting ready to plate the second waffle and get it ready. And I just want to say thank you all so much for joining me on this Vlogmas journey. This is my first time doing Vlogmas, and I've been having tons of fun over here. Hopefully you've had fun watching the content. And if there's a video that you want to see, just let me know. And I just want to say, if you haven't already, please do go ahead and subscribe. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like the content. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell. That way you will be notified every time I upload not just a Vlogmas video, but any video in the future. So again, this is your girl Yolanda over here at Forever Landa. And thank you all so much for joining me on this journey. And we're going to say bye-bye now. See you later.